Hi there, fifth grade trumpet players. This is a video of me taking you guys through number 113 in your book. Now, even if you're not on 113, I don't want you to be like, oh my goodness, I can't do this. This is like one of the easiest songs ever. There's literally 2 notes in the whole song, okay? So just looking at letter names first, the only letters you need in this song, the only notes you need are G and A. That's it. G's and A's, the whole song. Super duper easy. So the reason I wanted to do this song is it kind of reviews what we need to do when we see a dot beside a note, okay? Now remember I just said beside a note, okay? Eventually we'll get to what dots mean above and below notes, not yet. But that dot beside a note, we've seen that before. When have we seen that? Well, we saw that when we did Deck the Halls for our lovely winter concert, okay? So a half note is of course an empty hole like that with a line, just like this G right over here. Okay, we know that that note is worth 2 beats, okay? So if that note is worth 2 beats and then we add the lovely little dot beside him, well, the dot's gonna change it, okay? What the dot does is it takes this original number, the 2, and divides it in half. Hopefully you're doing the math in your head. 2 divided by in half is just 1. Bet you didn't expect a math lesson today. Anyways, we're going to take that 1 and then add it back to the original number. That's how we get our 3 beats. And deck the halls with the deck. The word deck is 3 beats long, okay? Now, all dots work the same. So this is not new. You have seen dotted notes. We just have to make sure we're remembering how they work, okay? A quarter note with a dot. By the way, pardon my handwriting. It's really hard to draw notes on a computer, okay? When we take a quarter note, we know that a quarter note is not worth 2 beats, but it is worth just 1. Like right here, this lovely one, 1 beat, okay? What we then do is add that lovely little dot, and what he's gonna do is take this number again and divide it in half, okay? Same rules still apply. This is not a new thing. It's very simple, easy math, okay? You know if we take the number 1 and divide it in half, we get a half. So this note here is of course 1.5 beats, okay? Now, a lot of people go, whoa, 1.5 beats? How am I gonna count 1.5 beats? Even I, when I was your guys' age, would really kind of get messed up with this because it was like, well, where does this half thing come from? It is actually super simple once you understand how to break it down, okay? So if I know this is 1.5 beats, this thing here, if I look right here in the measure before this measure, you're gonna see a G, which is worth 1, and another G here, which is not worth 1. Remember, that's worth a half. You're gonna see that right there, there's our 1.5 beats. So this is exactly the same as this. Literally, there's no difference between this measure and this measure, or this measure. They're all the same. Ironically enough, this measure is actually the same as this measure, and this is the key to getting really good at these guys, okay? Just like this dotted half note, when we counted it, we went deck, I snapped my finger 3 times. Same thing here. There are 3 little eighth notes. This is why I said this is not really new, okay? What it is that means that this is an eighth note, which is worth a half a beat. This is an eighth note, which is worth a half a beat. And this is an eighth note, which is also worth a half a beat. What is a half plus a half plus a half? Well, of course it couldn't be 1.5, could it? It is, okay? So basically, guys, you're gonna play the same measure 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a row. And all you have to do is make sure that you're thinking in eighth notes. So that's what they're showing you here. So it's G, 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 A, G, 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 A, G, A, G, A, G, A, G, A, G. So as long as you think eighth, A, G, A, G, A, it's literally just like this. The magic is 3, okay? We're just thinking 3 little eighth notes instead of quarter notes, okay? It's really simple. By the way, the reason I'm showing you this and reminding you how these lovely little dotted notes work is because we will be working on these when we eventually get past all of this and start working next year on Mount Pleasant, okay? On Mount Pleasant, on Mount Pleasant. Same exact thing. It's those 3 little notes, okay? That's the magic of a dot, okay? So I'm gonna get rid of all this extra stuff, get it all out of the way, and I'll play for you this one, this number 113, okay? G's and A's, guys, that's all it is. So here it goes. I'm gonna go not too fast so that way we can catch this. So it's G, 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 A, G, 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 A. Ready? Here I go. Moral of the story is long, short, long, short. All it is. Not remotely difficult. Here again, we've seen the dots, guys. It's just making sure we're comfortable with how they work. They're lovely math and music, okay? So there you go. Have at it, 113. Happy practicing.